Morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation, a supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. I'm tuned to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Take it wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this amazing Wednesday? And I mean WINS Wednesday morning. It is a gloomy looking day outside. We did have some snow flurries. It's cool. It's cold. Not it's cool. It is cold. It is cold this morning, but we are here and we are excited about today, as we are any day that we are above ground. So good morning, everyone. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so remember, I don't know if I was asking here or I was on live and I was talking about magnesium, and Patricia has suggested that I take magnesium because I struggle with having a restful sleep. Okay, so I usually wake up different, increments of the night. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, like something like that, right? So last night, well, in the day, I took the magnesium and I went to sleep yesterday, and I woke up late. I had a restful sleep. I woke up late. I wasn't waking up at all times of the night. I got up I think it was a little 6 o'clock or a little after, and that was after the time I usually want to wake up, because I like to wake up early so I could work out and plan my day and get certain things done that I have to do, administrative stuff. And I was not able to do it this morning, but I was happy that I was able to have a good night's sleep, so that felt well. So I want to say I can't believe that this magnesium worked. Now I think this is kind of it might be too TMI, so I'm not going to say that. But yes, so the magnesium works for me to have a restful sleep. So thank you so much. I think Christina and Miss Loy says she takes it as well, and I know Christina says she takes it for pain, or I think they both said they take it for pain. And so I took it in the afternoon, and yeah, it worked. So I just wanted to share that. And it even had me late to my day 12. So I was supposed to do day 12 on my workout, and maybe I'll do it later, but I don't like to work out later in the day. I like my workouts in the morning before I start my day, because it keeps me up and energized. So we'll see how that works. We'll see how it works. So yesterday we were talking about content, and content being a tool and not a task. And so I hope yesterday was a good show for y'all. I want y'all to tell me your thoughts and your views, and if it made you think about anything differently, or the way that you are going to approach your content moving forward. And today we're going to be talking about creating content with a purpose, right? So now every time you post something, you're going to post with purpose. Oh, that's a good one. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Post with purpose. Somebody put post with purpose in the chat. Post with purchase, and make sure y'all share this live out. So post with purpose. We are going to be talking about that today. We're going to be talking about the purpose of content itself, and why your content may not be hitting the way that you think it should. So we're going to talk about that today. So I asked y'all all if you would like for me to keep on talking about content, if we keep on this subject for the rest of the week, and you all said yes. So we are going to keep that in mind. Also, I'm going to show you where to join for our membership for YouTube. It is right if you I'll come back to it. But let me pull you up on the screen, y'all. Good morning. Can I call you Rose? because you're sweet like a flower. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? All right, we have Latrice of Heartbeat Candle, ATL. I, on the other hand, call her cousin, but here in these YouTube streets, we call her the best moderator on Earth, the best moderator on Earth's in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all heard that snap? That's because I don't have these nails on no more. They almost lasted a week, but not so much. They was a day shy of a week, okay? But that's the longest I think I've kept long nails on. That was the longest. Good morning, Big Meech. Big Meech is in the building. Big Meech said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Big Meech. Big Meech said, I hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button. Good morning, Melly Mel. Melly Mel is in the building. Melly Mel said, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Martini. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Christina. How are you doing this amazing morning? Christina says, good morning. Damien's in the building. Damien said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Damien. Good morning, Michelle. Michelle is passing through to say she is alive, y'all. She's still around. She said, love you all. Have a great day ahead. Sounds like a plan. You do the same. Good morning, Tasha K. Tasha K said, good morning, Floxy people. Happy hump day. How's it going? She said, hey, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Have a great day. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa's in the building. Melissa said, good morning, everyone. I'm blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, thank you so much. Post with purpose. Post with purpose. Good morning, Candace. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? Candace said, good morning, everyone. Yes, let's get it. Let's go. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. How are you doing this amazing morning? You laughing at my nails? Listen, they were shorter than the green ones that I had on before. And the green ones had me out here in these streets. I felt like I looked like Edward Scissorhands because I didn't know what to do with my fingers and I looked crazy. But the other ones weren't too much longer than my natural nails, but it just felt weird, I couldn't put my ponytail in correctly. I had to type with my fingertips, and now I'm trying to type with the pads in my fingers. It was just a whole hot mess. It was taking me an hour to text people back. I was like, okay, I can't work like this. I have to wear nails when I don't have anything to do. Oh my gosh. Listen. All right. Cousin said, I'm with you. Thankful for the job, but coming back to the office is not it. I know that's right. I miss y'all. And I'll be on here when I can. Thanks, Michi, for holding it down. Love y'all. Yes. Yes. Cousin's back and cousin's in the office, y'all. So we won't see her as much because she's got to but we happy that you're here. Good morning, Yolanda, and thank you for becoming a member. Yolanda is a member of the Bubble Babes, the BBU tribe on YouTube. Hey, let's get it. Let's go. Thank you for becoming a member. Did you all see the join button? It is right next to my name. If you have the chat, you might have to, if you're on your phone, close out the chat and you'll see it right there next to the like. You'll see it next to the like. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Did you use your stylist? Indeed. But that came later. I already had my nails on for how many days before you told me you use your stylist? And I was like, oh, I got that one. You sound like me on my wedding day. Mind you, I only had one fake nail. It was a mess. Listen, I really like the way it looks. Like it looks aesthetically pleasing, but let me tell y'all something. It is not very useful for me. Like I can't do anything with these things, and then you scared you're gonna pop them off, and it was just a mess. And I know the girls that get the acrylic and the gel and all of that other stuff on their nail, it strengthens it a little more, so it won't just pop off as easy. But listen, it was a lot. It was a lot, okay? You have to get used to wearing them. I had them on for a week. I was used to it, but I still couldn't type. I was like, I got way too much stuff to do to have these nails on. I can't type. I'm typing slow. I got things to do. I was like, trying to type up my notes for Coffee with Nikki. It's a hot mess. I look like a hot mess. I at least felt like a hot mess. Okay. Michi said I'm a pro. Listen, not one fake nail rose. She said one, one. Yes, yes. And all right, Yolanda ain't playing. She is not playing. She posting with a purpose. She moving with a purpose. Yolanda ain't playing. Yolanda is also a member of BCMC University, which means you can nominate yourself for the awards that we have coming up. And do not miss the convention that is happening in September. Do you remember? In September, we are going to have the BCMC Houston H-Town Showdown, the Houston Convention. So y'all don't want to miss it. The clues are up if you like to go and, have fun with us and participate in the game well, it's not really a game, but, just having a little fun. So, yeah, and post your suggestions of who you think the guest is. So, yeah, we're going to have a good old time, y'all. Good old time. So we are happy to have you in both communities, which is actually one community. But, yes, thank you so much, Yolanda. I miss my nails. I love fake nails because my fingers look like nails without a mine too, girl. Mine look like I've been quoting all my life. My fingers, I told y'all about the ladies in Joann's and what their hands look like. Let me tell them, knobby hands. That's what my hands look like. I'm like, I do not have those pretty hands where, it looks like picture perfect. I don't. Me and my nails, we look like we work hard. Good morning, Miss Anita. Good morning. Miss Anita said, good morning, good people. Yes, and yes. All right, y'all. So does anybody have questions on how to join the BBU Tribe, our membership? Now, listen, what we are going to do is that we are going to let our members, whenever we are sharing screens or you would like for us to review, for a focus group or peer review kind of thing, we will be going to our members and allowing them to come up. So if you'd like to join, and you don't have to join the higher tiers if you would not like, you could get the light and sweet, and you'll be able to join us on the live. So today, again, we're going to be talking about posting with a purpose. So if content is the tool, what is the purpose for your posting? And so that's what I'm asking y'all right now. When you post right now, what is the purpose of the post? Are you doing it because you want to just not get fired? You want to post it to say that you did it? You want to post it to bring awareness to your brand? Do you want to post it because you want to get a sale? Do you want to post it like what's the purpose of your posting currently? Right? We're going to go more into it. But currently, what do you feel that your purpose is when you're posting? Let me know in the chat. What do you think? All of the above. Okay. And I know sometimes it get away from us and we're like, oh shoot, I didn't post in a couple of days. Let me just throw something up there. Sometimes it could work and sometimes it doesn't, but you still need to have some intention, right? You still need to know what you want this post to be hitting for, right? You still got to know something about it. Like, I want to make sales. I want to let them know I got something coming up. I want to let them know I'm going to be at a certain location. I want them to know, like, we still have to have some kind of intention behind or some kind of purpose behind what we are posting for, because that's the goal, right? The goal is not just to be posting just to fill up space. The goal is to be posting to serve a purpose, right? And so let me see what you all are saying. Okay, so you're posting for awareness. Let's get it. Let's go. To connect with your audience and maintain presence. Yeah, I don't want you to give me the right answer. I want you to give me your answer. What are you posting for right now? Don't give me the right answer. Give me your answer. What are you doing right now with your posts? And if that's the answer, that's the answer. But I want y'all really to tell me what you're doing. And let me know in the chat. And I want to say that if you don't understand why you're posting, how do you expect your customers to understand what you're doing with that post or what you want them to do with that post, right? A lot of us don't want to give our customers or our people watching our content, we don't want to give them instruction, right? And we feel like, oh, well, I don't want to tell somebody what they're supposed to do, but that's the purpose, right? You got to tell people what you want them to do. You got to tell people how you want them to respond. What do you want them to do with the information that you gave them? Right? Is it sign up for a newsletter? Is it to follow you? Is it to share with a friend? Is it to go to your website? What do you want people to do with the information that you gave them? You don't want to have the people guessing on what type of info, like what am I supposed to do with this, right? I'm gonna just throw this at you and do something with it, right? That's not what you're supposed to do with your content, right? It has to have a purpose. It has to have a purpose. That's why I'm posting. I got my life. I hear that, Rose. You better tell them she got her life. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Just kidding. Listen, Martini. Just kidding. To build trust and awareness. All right. To connect and build community. All right. So Melly Mel says, trying to connect with audience and let them know what my brand is about. Music is the answer. Come on, music is the answer. Miss Anita says to share my business and who I am as the face behind the business. Okay. So Melly Mel said music and soap. Okay. All right. So we have to make sure that when we're posting that we're guiding our audience somewhere, right? Where do you want them to go? Do you want them? And again, I'm just going to say it one more time. Where do you want your audience to go when you post? Do you want them to sign up to something? Do you want them to purchase? Do you want them to share with their friends? Do you want them to repost it? Like, what do you want your audience to do with the information that you share? Right? You don't just want them to consume it because we're starting to, we're trying to build relationships here. And in order for us to build a relationship, it's got to be reciprocal. And so if I'm giving you some information, this is what I want you to do with it, then you're going to take this and you're going to do this with it. Like, we got to, use it to serve us and to also serve our customers too. And so we have to, our customers are always saying what's in it for them. And so we have to give them, this is what's in it for you. And this is what I want you to do for me. Right? Okay. This is what's in it for you. And this is what I want you to do for me. All right. So the purpose is 4 purposes of content. 4 purposes of content is to educate, to connect, to sell, and to position. And one of the things that we struggle with is positioning. We struggle with positioning because we don't feel that, I don't know if we feel that we are qualified to say who we are and what we do or what we do and or what we've experienced in our lives or our education. I don't know if we feel qualified or if we feel like, okay, this is not the right time to say certain things. But if you have information, education, experience, if you have that, then you show up as the expert every single time. Why? Because through this education and experience, you are able to bring this product to where it needs to be, right? And so I don't want you to shortchange yourself when it comes to becoming and showing up as the expert, okay? So we're going to come back into that one. But the first one we're going to talk about is educate. Somebody put educate in the chat. Educate in the chat. Educate in the chat. This one is very important. Why is it very important? Because you want to make sure that you are letting your customers know how to use something, what to do with it, how to make it last longer, how to, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you are educating your customers. Please put educate in the chat. Please put educate in the chat. And the question that I'm going to ask you all, and I would like everybody unanimous answer. Are you educating your customers on how to use your product? And I want your honest answer, not the real answer. Honest answer, not the real answer. Are you educating your customers on how to use your product? 1's in the chat if it's a yes, 2's in the chat if it's a no. Or 3's in the chat if it's maybe or sometime. Okay? 1's in the chat, yes, 2 no's, 3 sometimes a maybe. Are you educating your customers on how to use your product? Come on, Miss Anita. Miss Anita said yes. Are you educating your customers? 3, sometimes maybe, sometimes maybe. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. I want the honesty. Come on, your full transparency. Give me your full transparency, y'all. Give it to me. All right. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Mm-hmm. All right, two, I definitely need to educate more, especially since this is my calling to educate and teach. Yes, indeed. And even if you don't feel like you're called to educate and teach, if you've been doing something for quite some time and you came up with a system or a product that is going to help somebody through this experience, then you need to share that, right? Through all of the years that you took testing this thing out, and now you perfected it, and now is this, and through that you've learned A, B, and C. This helps you to show up as the expert. This helps you show up as, I know what I'm doing, and this is why I'm sharing it with you, because I've been through all of these things so that I could bring this dope thing to you, right? I don't want to say perfect because I don't think anything's ever perfect, but I'm bringing this dope thing to you, and this is why. You know what I'm saying? Or I have this experience and I know that these things help you to soothe these things. Or I know that if you have um dry patchy skin and you don't want to use chemicals and things like that, this is what I use. Now, you may not be a doctor, you may not have worked in the field, but you may have discovered a way that healed and soothed your son's eczema. That's here I'm talking about my son, right? um I went to school as a I went to become a cosmetologist, excuse me, but I'm not a doctor in no way, shape, or form, right? I didn't go to try to learn to formulate anything. I kind of learned this on my own, right? And it was through trial and error that I was able to find a solution for my son's eczema. I can speak to that because of what I did and what I learned along my way, right? I don't have to have a degree to say what I know. I don't have to have, excuse me, I don't have to have a degree to share my expertise and my experience of dealing with a child with eczema. I don't have to, but I can tell you through my, this researching and testing certain things out, that this is what worked for my son, and I know that this works for other people as well. And since this works for the other people, then this may work for you too. I don't have to be a dermatologist to tell you that this soap cleared my son's skin, or this lotion bar cleared my son's skin. I can show up as the expert saying, this is what I found the recipe, tested it out, and I've learned that this works on my son, and it worked on a lot of people with dry skin. Maybe you should try it. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, we are fearful about saying this type of information, and we need to stop, and we need to make sure that we show up and we share what we know, because that's the only way that you're going to grow, right? We're looking at Grey's Anatomy. The only way, and I went to a what do you call it, a teaching hospital to have my procedure done, and you don't want anybody to learn on you, right? Like, nope, I just want the expert. I don't want you to learn on me. But how else are they going to learn? How else are they going to learn? They have to do in order for them to learn. It's the same thing with you. You've done all of the work so that you can learn, so that when you have created the product, that you were able to show up and you know that you are confident with this thing because you've done the work. Right? So you've got to feel the same way. You don't need a degree to say that you know what you're doing, right? But you do have to have confidence in saying what it is that you do, right? You have to have the confidence, because if you don't have the confidence, nobody's going to trust or believe you, right? So you have to make sure that you are showing up and you are educating your customers. Educate them on how to use it, what's in it, why is it good for them? Those type of things. You don't need a degree to say, but say those things, because it helps you, because you've done the work. I've tried X, Y, and Z ingredients on my son. It didn't work. So this is what I did. I tried this. I tested this out, and this worked amazing for my son's skin. Da 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 da. Here's my product, and this is why I'm so confident about it, because A, B, and C. Right? You don't want to show up like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was just messing around with some stuff in the kitchen, and I came up with this concoction. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to serve you. I don't know. You don't want to show up like that, right? So you want to make sure that you are showing up confidently, and you're also educating your customers. If you know that certain ingredients are good for them, share those things. It's not boring. A lot of the times we don't want to share things with people because we think it's boring. How many of you do that? You don't want to share content because you think it's boring. You don't want to share behind the scenes because you think it's boring. You don't want to say that you chose to use a specific base because it works better for da 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 because you think it's boring and that nobody wants to know that information. But this is how you can educate your customers and let them know. They may want to know why ground oats is great for your skin. They may want to know why honey is good for your skin, or why you should use a beeswax, or why you should use, why you should purify your air, or why you should take away the negative ions in the air, or why you should. They would like to know that as well. So you've got to share those things with your customers. It's not boring. You're educating. You're educating. Christina says she educates on the sense, but not how to use it. Okay. So now we know. And so now we know better, we do better, right? Educate your audience. Let them know what it is that you have. Let them know how to use it and let them know how it's going to serve them, right? You can say this is 3 ways that you could use this for whatever whatever the problem is. Why my soap is good for acne. Why is the soap good for acne? Then you can go into, well, activated charcoal does this, tea tree oil does this, all natural soaps do this. This is how you follow up with the moisturizer, because this moisturizer is going to do A, B, and C. We lose sight of what we can use for content because we think because it's common knowledge to you that it's common knowledge to our customers, and it's not. It's not common knowledge to our customers. If I never tell my customers that my makeup brush soap cleans and conditions and sanitizes in one easy step, they will never know. They would just think it's another expense. They'll think it's another soap, and they'll think it's an expensive soap, and they don't need it, right? So now I have to educate them, and I have to tell them why they need it. I have to educate them and tell them why it's better. I have to educate them and tell them that it's the multi-purpose product and that you can use it for different things. They would never know that you could use my soap for your face if you have oily skin. They would never know that you could use my soap as a shampoo bar for your hair, because the same way it takes care of your makeup brushes, it takes care of your hair. They would never know that. And so it is my job to educate them, because just because they have the product don't mean that they have the information. So our job as product makers, our job as entrepreneurs, is to inform our consumers, our community, what the purpose is of our products. Are we good? Say we good. If we good, say we good. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. If we good, say we good. Let me know. You have to build trust, authority, and value. We talk about value all the time because that's Sean's thing, right? Sean's thing is build value. Build value. Your price stays your price, but build the value. Right? Let them know why they need this. Let them know why it's good for them. Let them know why they should share this out with other people, because this is going to help them too, right? This is what we do as business owners. I know we think that we're just here to sell a product, and we are here to just sell a product, but we're here to do more than just that, right? Because if we want longevity, if we want to build community, we have to make sure that we are educating our people. Yes? We good? All right. Let's get to number 2. Let's get to number 2. Number 2 is connection. Connection. And I just want to add, the more that they know about you, the more that they're going to trust you, right? They're going to feel like, okay, if she shared this with me, I could have a certain level of trust with her process. I could have a certain level of trust with her knowledge. I could have a certain level of trust with, her expertise and the results that I may get. They're going to know, they're going to trust you, right? They'll be able to trust you. And after they trust you, they're going to buy more, right? Because now they believe in what you're doing, right? They believe in what you're doing. All right, so that's from Martini. That's from Martini Mawamo. Number 2 is connect. Everybody put connect in the chat. Number 2 is connect. Number 2 is connect. Put it in the chat, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Connect in the chat. And I want to say this because this is very important, because a lot of the times, and just because from hearing what you say, that connection is a problem with your audience. You don't know if you're speaking to your audience. You don't know if the content that you're dropping is hitting. You don't know, you don't know who exactly your audience is. And so you don't know what to say and how to say it, right? So the connection, there's a disconnect in there. There's a disconnect there, right? And so I want to know, I'm going to ask you, are you telling your story? 1's yes, Two's no. Three maybe or sometime. Are you telling your story? Do people know who you are, what you do, why you started? Do people know these things? Do they know um how who you are? Do they know who you are? Right? How do I know who the person is behind the brand? Do I know that? Do I know who this person is? Are you sharing your story? Okay, so we got some ones, we got some twos, all right? Are you sharing your story? Listen, you have to. I know a lot of us think that, oh, I just want to sell my product. That's okay, but that's not what's going to help you, right? That's not going to serve you. This is not the day and age where you can hide behind your product. This is not the day and age where you can hide behind your brand. Now, if you're selling spatulas and things like that, and you're doing stuff off of Amazon Shop and TikTok Shop, and you just want to just sell tripods and things like that, that's okay, right? They don't have to know you. But if you're trying to grow a brand, to develop a brand, to build community, to build loyal followers, you're going to have to show up. They have to know who you are. You're not going to just be throwing yourself at any mate, right? Without knowing who they are. Some people are because they, thirsty, but some people, it means something too. Most people, it means something too, right? I'm not going to give you everything and you're not showing me who you are. Same thing with your brand, right? Your customers are not going to give you everything. They're not going to build a relationship with you. They're not going to build a connection with you if they don't know who you are. You have to show up and you have to show them who you are. And even if you don't want to show your face, that's totally fine. Use your voice. Use your voice, use your hands, use the back of your body, use your body, move, do yourself, do not do yourself, but pause. Use yourself in motion and show up. You have to show up. There's no way around it. I mean, if you do digital marketing and things like that, you may be able to get away with that type of stuff. But if you have a product-based business like we have here in this community, you have to show up for your brand. You have to start building that connection. You have to start the relationship. And so you have to start finding where you're going to connect with these people. You have to emotionally connect with them. How am I going to connect with them? I have to tell my story. I have to tell my why, because in telling my story, I'm going to find more people like me who need what I needed when I made this thing, or I created this thing, or I'm going to find people who need me to be the solution to their problem, and their problem is A, B, and C, and I need to show up. And if I don't show up, they're not going to get it. That's how we got to share our gift with the world, right? If we don't give it, the world's not going to get it. So we have to build those connections. Somebody in the chat put build connections. Build connections. You have to tell your story. You have to let the world know. You have to show up. Because if you don't show up, nobody's showing up for you. And this is what I say all the time. Nobody's going to put on that cape for you and save the day. You are going to have to put on that cape and you're going to have to save that day. Right? You're going to have to put a cape on and you're going to have to save the day for yourself, for your brand and your business. You're going to have to do that because, again, you may have people that may want to help you. They may want to lift you up a little bit, but that's only going to work but for so long, because at the end of the day, you still got to be the one that takes it over the edge. Right? So you have to show up in your building. You have to show up in your business and you have to build the connections. Thank you so much, Damien. You have to build the connections. Okay. And so how are you going to do that? You have to share your why. Do people know your why? Let me know in the chat. Do people know your why? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Do people know your why? A lot of the content isn't hitting because you're not making that connection. Nobody knows what you started this thing for. Nobody knows, what the purpose of it's for. Nobody knows what to do with it. Nobody knows what to do with it. Nobody know what to do with it. Excuse me. Know what to do with it. You have to build connection. You have to build relationships. It's not just a one and done type of thing. It is not a one night stand. We have to build relationships with our customers. We have to build relationships with the community that we are going to build. Once you have community, you're going to have loyal followers, right? You're going to have people that are going to be able to bring more people in. You're going to have the community is going to be able to be the advocates, and they're going to bring more people in, and the community is going to continue to grow, but you have to show up. You have to show up and you have to build connection. You can't be disconnected with your audience. You know what I'm saying? You have to build connection. We were talking about something similar like that in my cohort group last night. And you don't want to sound like you have your phone voice with your business, and then they meet you out and about, or they meet you at an event and you're a total different person. Yes, you may have little things that may be a little different, but not a whole different personality. You know what I'm saying? And you want to make sure that through your authenticity, they connect with you. Wherever that is for you, whatever feels authentic to you, that is how you want to connect with your audience, right? Emotional connection creates a long-term community. Remember that the connection is currency. So, yes, you may want to sell a million things, but you also may only sell it one time. You want to sell it and have them keep coming, you want them to keep coming back. So you want to build a relationship. They're not only a sale, they're a part of your community, right? They're not only a sale, they're a part of your community. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And if they're going to listen to you, they're going to trust you. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to buy from you and they're going to share with the world. The world, okay? Next thing, do you fear sounding salesy? Let me know in the chat. Do you fear sounding salesy? I know a lot of people, and this used to be me, don't like to sell. Don't like to sell, right? You feel weird about it. I want to make the product. I want to be behind the product. I want to make an amazing product, but I don't want to be the person that has to sell it to somebody. That used to be me. That used to be me. Right? Come on, Candace. That used to be me. It was a problem with me sounding salesy. I felt like a salesman. I always felt like I'm trying to push something on somebody. And I had to change the way that I seen that, right? Because me thinking that's the way I'm approaching it to my customers. And I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel like I made this thing and I made this thing just for you. I made this thing and I know that it's amazing and I want you to know that it's amazing and I want you to try it and fall in love with it, and I want you to share it with everybody else, right? Because this is my brand. This is what I want to grow. This is where I want to, I want my brand to expand, and it's not going to expand if I don't make any sales. So you have to you have to get it out of your head that I'm not the sleazy salesman, right? I am selling you something, but I'm selling you something that's going to work for you. I'm selling you something because I'm the person that's going to solve your problems. I'm selling you something because guess who I am? I am your solution. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell you your confidence back. I'm going to sell you your peace back. I'm going to sell you your skin back. I'm going to sell you your hair growth back. I'm going to sell you, like, if we start looking at it in that lens, I think we'll be better off when we are out and about when we are selling our products, right? If we keep it in our mind that we are here to serve a purpose, because we got a God-given talent, so we should be sharing that anyway, right? So we're sharing our purpose, and not only are we sharing our purpose, but our purpose is going to serve the customer, right? Our purpose is going to serve the customer because we are the solution. We're not selling them junk. Do you feel like you serving your customers junk? Let me know in the chat. Do you feel like you're serving your customers junk? Let me know in the chat. Damien said, I know for me, I've been discovering my why as you're going. Okay, got you. Not you go, girl. Thank you, Yolanda. Yes, and yes. I love a good sales talk. This is your lane. This is your lane. But you're not selling junk, right? And so since you're not selling junk, that should at least give you some confidence in your product. You know how you develop your product. You know why your product is dope. You know why the people need your product. You know what's going on. Share that. That should be confidence in you. That should have built the confidence up in you, right? Thank you, babe. Thank you for the super sticker or the super chat, whatever it's called. Thank you. So that should eliminate all barriers right there. I made this thing is dope, and I'm going to solve your problem. Boom, bam, bit it, let's sell it. right? Let me put it in your hand so that you could experience this too. If you don't have my product in your hand, you're doing yourself a disservice. You know what I'm saying? If we come in and we speak to our customers from that lens, I think that we won't feel so salesy, right? Because now we're thinking that you need this because I'm solving a problem. So actually, I'm a solutionist, right? You need me. You need me, and I need you. Right. And so if we come from that perspective, I think we will feel a lot better. And I'm going to share because Miss Anita is in here. And she shared this with me yesterday about one of the challenges I had asked my team was for them to ask for the sale. Right. So yes, we're posting content. We have content challenges and things like that. But I was like, okay, today's the day you just ask for the sale. You want to sell something, ask for it. Right. Um, one of our cohort members says, Nigeria says, a closed mouth don't get fed. That's one of her things she say all the time. Right. And it's, it's a common thing, but this is what she says all the time because she's, consistently sharing her story. And so Miss Anita said, you know what? I wanted to share a win. And she was like, I had posted after you said something about asking for the sale, and I asked for the sale, and I think she said she got 2 sales one day and 2 sales the next day, something like that. But it was all because she asked for it. People are waiting for you to ask for the sale. People are waiting for you to sell them something, right? When Sean does the role play, she'd be like, okay, sell me something. And everybody gets nervous. Well, why are you nervous? Your goal is to sell the things. Sell it. Sell it. You should not be like, oh, I don't know if I should sell it now, or I don't know how to sell it now. No, sell it the way you made it, the way you created, and the reasons why is what you need to express, right? We don't buy junk over here, and we not selling it. Okay, you better tell it. Damon said we don't buy junk over here, and we ain't selling it. We not selling it. Good morning, Larry. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Larry said, "Good morning, everyone." I just ordered it. Yes, 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 yes. And see, there she goes. She said, "And did." Use your content to make the offer. Use your content to ask for the sale, right? You need this. Let me put this makeup remover on my face so you can see how easy it comes off. Let me show you my skin close up and show you how a 50-year-old skin look, girl. Okay? Let me show you what my skin is giving. You know what I mean? And you can use your product to sell the thing. Right? You can definitely use your product to sell the thing. You make the offer. You also want to make it. You want to have that urgency. You want people to have that FOMO. Like, I only have 10 available and they going fast. 10 available, they going fast. So people are like, oh yeah, I got to get on this. You know what I'm saying? If they think that it's going to be there forever, they're going to wait forever. And you don't want them waiting forever because, again, the goal is to make the sale. Everybody put make the sale in the chat. Make the sale. The goal is to make the sale. You tell them how to buy. You tell them why they need it. You show them how to use it. And that's what you do. Period. Like Damien said, we don't buy junk over here and we ain't selling it either. So keep that in mind. It's not salesy. You're serving a purpose. You have a product that is going to help them. I'm serving solutions here. I'm not serving junk. I'm not serving insecurity. I'm serving confidence. And I'm confident that I am going to be the solution, period. Okay? I'm confident that I'm going to be your solution, period. And this is why you need it. And you need it now because we're not going to have many of these after this. Or the sale's not going to last long after this. This sale's going to only be for a weekend. This sale's only going to be for 24 hours. This sale's going to, whatever it is that you need to do to create the urgency, to create the FOMO, do what you need to do, but don't lie too much. But you know what I'm saying? And I say too much because, some people create that fake scarcity. That was one of the classes that we had about the fake scarcity. Like, you be like, oh, we only got 10 left. Oh, we got 20. I thought you said we got 10 left. Well, we just added 20. And it's like, well, if you keep on doing this, then don't you just automatically think that they already have it? Yes, you do, because they just not randomly, but they just all of a sudden just have extra. Right? Don't create the fake scarcity. If you say that it's going to go, then it's going to go. If you're saying that the sale ends, then the sale ends. And that's it. And if they miss it, they won't miss the next one. If they wanted to try a scent and they didn't get it, they won't get it this time. They may get it the next time. They may get it when you put it back into rotation, right? So don't create the fake scarcity, right? Thank you, everybody. Yes, make the sale, make the sale, make the sale. We have what we need, period. Period. The last one is positioning, and somebody put position in the chat, position in the chat, position in the chat. This is what I was touching on earlier, and you don't have to necessarily have the degree. You don't necessarily have to have worked in the field, right? But you may have the experience because wait a minute, my mom's calling me. I'll check it in a minute. You'll have the experience because you've done the work, right? And you need to show up saying that you've done the work. And this is the reason why I know that this is going to work, because I've done this, right? I've been a cosmetologist for X amount of years. I've worked in this industry. I worked in that industry. I know how it feels. I know how makeup artists feel when they have to wash their brushes and they have hundreds and hundreds of brushes and they don't like to clean them. But I got a solution that's going to help you clean your brushes faster, right? I'm going to help you do it, and I'm going to help you do it naturally. I'm gonna help you clean, condition, sanitize your brushes. It's going to dry faster, and your brushes are going to be soft, and it's going to reduce breakouts. I can share that from my expertise, right? And I want you, if you have that experience, not if, because obviously you do, right? You have the experience and you know why you've created certain things. Show up as the expert. Don't be scared to share how, why you're qualified to do something. Don't be scared to do that. Make sure that you open your mouth and you let people know, this is what I do and this is why I do what I do, because of this, right? You have to be firm in the position. You went through some things. Those things are, they may have been good or bad, but whatever it is that you've been through that to get you to this point, that helped you create this thing, to create this solution, guess what? You could use that because you know what you've been through to get here. You know what it took for you to get here. If you have that expertise, stop hiding it. Don't hide your expertise. Share that. Let the world know, this is why I speak from this place, because this is what I do. This is how I'm so confident that these things are going to work for you, because this is what I do. I've been doing this for X amount of years. I am qualified for A, B, and C. This is who I am. This is how I show up, right? Do not downplay your experience. Do not downplay your education. Share it, because this is going to help qualify you for the other people, to the other people, for your community to see you as the expert, right? Because, oh, she's been through some stuff. She knows some stuff. She went to school for this. She got her degree for this. She been experimenting with these products, and maybe her allergies triggered something, and since her allergies triggered something, she was testing things out, and so now she's able to enjoy candles, and maybe oh, she figured it out, so now maybe I can do the same thing, right? You're showing up as the expert all the time. Do not downplay your experience. And I think what we do is we try to shrink ourselves so that we don't sound too braggish, that we don't sound like we're conceited, like we don't sound like I'm just showing out. We don't want to say that. We want to shrink ourselves down. And the purpose is, again, we are not here to be small, right? We're not here to be small. Share what you have. You went through some things, you learned some things, talk about it. Pop your ish. Pop your ish. Because if you don't, they'll never know. And they're like, well, who does she think she is? Well, I'm glad you asked. Who does she think she is? I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. Let me tell you who I am. I'm the B-I-G. No, I'm just joking. Let me see what you're saying in the chat. Doubting yourself by saying that you're being salesy is the same as speaking life into others, but not yourself. The things that you're purchasing from others because someone else is being salesy. Yep, they're doing the job and you're purchasing. They're doing the job and you're purchasing. So get that out of your head. Your knowledge is your qualification. You better say it. You better say it. Yes, yes, and yes. That's me. Listen, stop downplaying your experience. Stop downplaying who you are. And stop letting, I don't want to sound like I'm being too braggy. You don't have to sit there and run down a resume, but you can say, I am an experience A, B, and C, and this is why I share these type of things, or this is why I have this type of product. Because through my profession, or through my experience, or through whatever it is that you've been through, this is how I've created this thing, right? It bridges the gap. That's what I'm going to say. It bridges the gap, right? And so you want to make sure that you show up as your true authentic self, but you do not downplay any of your experience, because all of this experience helped you to become who you are right now. It helped you to share this thing that you want to share with the world, right? So do not be afraid to speak about your experience or your expertise. You want to always establish yourself as an authoritative figure in your brand, right? Oh, you don't want to seem like, oh, I don't know, some other people make my stuff. No, you want to know exactly what goes into it, why it goes in there, how you know these things, because this helps them to build trust in you. All of this is to help build trust. All of this is to help build community. All of this is to help to create and make the sale. Okay? So you want to make sure that you share that every single time. Every single time. When I say I've been in the game for 15 years, I'm saying it, and I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm saying that because I'm trying to brag. I'm saying it because I've withstood I withstood this test of time. You know what I'm saying? Over the 5-year hump or the 2-year hump or the whatever, I made it through a lot of different seasons. I had to pivot a bunch of times. I've been through abundance, and I've been through doubt. I've been through peaks, and I've been through valleys. I've been through a lot of things within my time in business. And this is why I share with you all, is like, I know where you are. I know where you are, and I know how you're thinking. And since I know how you're thinking, this is where I'm coming from, right? No, I did not go to college to sit in front of you and share this, but I sure did have a whole lot of life lessons. I sure did have a whole lot of business lessons so that I could get in front of you and show up the way that I do every day. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that I've been in your shoes probably more than I like to say, right? And so as long as you show up as your true authentic self, as long as you show up and you don't, I'm not downplaying that. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share the how long I've been here, because I'm letting you know. Yeah, people are like, well, it's a tough time in business right now. The market is oversaturated right now, and this is happening, and this is happening, and there's always going to be something. Every time there's anything going on in history, there's always going to be something, period. It's not just going to be, oh, it's just amazing time to do everything. No, there's always going to be something. There's always going to be a hurdle, an obstacle, or something that is going to stand in your way, something that's going to make it tough for you to go on ahead and do what you got to do with your business. But guess what you got to do? You got to stand firm, and you have to pop your ish, and you got to sell your thing, period. Because that's the only way that's going to happen. It's not going to come to you easy. This is the problem. Everybody wants something to be easy. Everybody wants things to go smooth. Everybody want a reason and a season or occasion why this ain't working. No, there are times when we do have growth seasons, just like nature has growth season. And I tell you, this is time to plant, it's a time to sow seeds, it's time to reap harvest. There's a time for doing all of that, right? And it's the same thing in your business, but you know that. But if you're in the season of rest, you could be in a season of rest and planning. Okay, you could be in a season of rest and creating a strategy for when it's time for you to plant that seed, because the soil is ready for you now to start to grow and nurture this seed, and for you to reap the harvest. Yes, that may be a season, but that is not a way. That's not something that's going to stop you. And a lot of the times we see something as a deterrent, and we're like, oh yeah, that's We can't do that. No, no, no. Oh, the tariffs. The tariffs is going to tariff. Things are going to happen. There's always something that's going to happen. If the tariffs tariff and you can't get something, then figure out another way to get it. If you have a problem, just like cocoa butter. Cocoa butter was what? It is, not was, because it still is over $30 a pound. Does that mean that I'm going to stop making so? Oh, well, I can't make soap no more because cocoa butter is $30 a pound. Nobody's going to want to buy my soap anymore. No, I got to figure it out. I got to make a way, and I got to find a solution, because there are other ways to do something. It's just not just one way and that's the only way. No, now you got to pivot. Now I got to figure out, what can I use instead of using cocoa butter? Right? What can I do instead of getting my jars and my bottles from this particular supplier? Right? What am I going to do with that? You're going to have to figure out a way. If you couldn't eat right now, I'm pretty sure you would find a way to get you some food. Right? If you couldn't drink water right now, you would find, if you can find water, there's no water anyway, but anywhere in that you search, but you're so parched, you're going to find some water. You're going to find some water. You're going to maybe find a friend that has some water. You're going to go to another place and get some water, or you're going to see a family member can send you some water. You're going to find a way to get it done. The same thing you're going to do with your business. Stop giving up so early because things don't look optimal for you and it's not easy for you. Everything ain't meant to be easy. If it was easy, everybody could do it, and everybody can't do it because everybody don't have what they need in order to grow. Let me know if y'all feel me in the chat. Y'all with me, or did I lose y'all? Let me know if y'all with me, or did I lose y'all? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. You can't run at the first sight of obstacles. You can't, because, oh, well, the president said, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. That it may. Things may be hard, but people still get rich when things is hard. Okay. People thought when we went through the pandemic, people thought that they wasn't, well, what am I going to do now? I don't have my job. I got to stay home. I don't know what I'm going to do. People found the way, right? People grew, they found things that they were good at. They created businesses. They came up with creative ways to make money. They came up with creative ways to take care of their family. They came up with creative ways to take care of their bills. They came up with solutions. Because times are tough. That don't mean that you retreat. That don't mean that you give in. When times are tough, that means you buckle down, you hunker down, and you figure out a way. You looking at things, your eyes are open, your head's on a swivel, because now you're thinking of all the other ways that you can do something. You figuring out all the other ways that you can do something. Stop making up an excuse. Stop talking about something that's oversaturated. Stop talking about what you can't do. Stop talking about what's going to happen. Everybody has these negative conversations. Oh, yeah, well, the tariffs this and the tariffs that. Well, let the tariffs tariff, and we're going to figure out a solution. We're going to figure out a solution. And I got my own thing about that too. But, that's my conspiracy theory and that's my hat. Tinging and pinging. We're not going to go there. But you have to figure out a way to move a maneuver around the times when the times get hard. Because the times are going to get hard. If the tariffs wasn't here, then you have a problem with finding your audience. You didn't have a problem finding with your audience, and you may have a problem with selling it on the website. You may, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always going to be something. Something is always going to be a problem. Everything is not going to be easy. And just because it's not easy, don't mean that it's not worth being done. Do it still. If it's tough, still do it. You know what I'm saying? It may be hard. You may not move as easy as you were before, but figure out a solution. Just like people who started their businesses during the pandemic. It was easy for them to make sales. The money came easy, but when people got back in the streets, it was harder for them to make the sales. Why? Because they didn't do the work. You've got to do the work. You got to do the work. Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be different. It's been plenty of times I had to pivot in my business. Plenty of times. I remember when I share this with you all. When I started on YouTube, I started as a makeup personality. I worked with a brand, and that is how I started building my community. But when I started my bath and body company, that community was my makeup community. They were not my bath and body community. Not to say that some of the people didn't come with me, or a lot of the people didn't come with me, but they came and then they dropped off because they didn't come for that. They came for the makeup, and I had to be good with that. But then I had to understand, how do I speak to the people, right? It was easy for me to make those sales when I had my platform, because all I had to do was say I'm selling a thing, and they like, okay, yeah. Out the gate, I was successful. My first day when I opened up my doors, I was super successful. Not was like that, but I'm saying like, my sales were booming, right? Because my makeup community, they stood and supported me. Right. But then when they started trickling away and start going back into the makeup world and finding other people that are doing the things that they wanted to do, I had to figure out a way to speak to my people. How do I find my people? Who are my people? Who am I if I'm not makeup? And I had to figure that thing out. Who am I if I'm not makeup? Who am I if I'm not selling products for people who need makeup? Now I had to figure out, okay, I need to speak to the people who love bath and body products. Where are they? Because this is where I've been. So where are they? Now I gotta find them, right? Was it hard? Yes. Yes, it was hard. But did I do it? Absolutely. I figured it out. I found communities. I found where the people are. I started following different people and started seeing what was going on and how they speak and what they did and what they do to grow. Right? Because everything is not going to be easy. Everything's not going to be easy. Things are going to be hard. We got to find a way. We have to find a way. When I tell people that my wax is a blend of coconut wax, soy wax, and beeswax, they become very interested. Yes, and let them know why. And let them know why. So that is what I have for y'all today. I hope today was very helpful. I hope this helped you to understand that you have to show up, that you have to educate your customers, that you have to connect with them and to pop your ish, and don't be afraid to share that you are experienced in what you're sharing, that you have, that you've experienced certain things that help you to get to this point. Don't be afraid to share that. I mean, be mindful of how you share it, but don't be afraid to share it, and don't be afraid to ask for the sale. The thing is the goal is to make the sale. But you need all of these other things to help you to get it. You need all of these other things to help to build the trust, to help them to, want to connect and want to sell with you. And you also want them to be your advocates. You want them to fall in love with your product so they can share it with the world. So again, if this was helpful, let me know if this was helpful. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kay says she late. She'll catch the replay. All right, sounds like a plan. Let me know if this was helpful. I appreciate y'all all for rocking with me. I want to tell y'all how to follow me, okay? Go to Bubble Babes, BABEZ University, everywhere. Follow me on social media. If you'd like to join the community, go to BubbleBabesUniversity.com. Click community. If you are a member, sign in. If you're not, sign up. And if you would like to be a member, all you have to do is right there by my name, click join. You have to move the chat out the way, and then you click join. It'll be right there for you to be a member, and that'll help you to, if we're doing like, again, focus groups or things like that, you can come up and I will share my screen. What else do I want to say? If you're not subscribed yet, go on ahead and subscribe. What we doing here? Go on ahead and subscribe. Turn on your notifications bell so that you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let me check and see what you all are saying in the chat. All right. So, okay. So Larry says very helpful. Damien says very helpful. Child preach. I'm so tired of hearing about I'm telling you, these darn tariffs. If people actually paid attention, they would see what's really going on. Well, let me be quiet. Listen. The people making money in the stock market, I'm gonna tell you that. Okay. And again, I have my ideas of what I think is going on and where I think things are going to go, because there's going to be some changes for a whole lot of people. And I know, no, we're not going to go there, because then I'm going to go into politics and I'm going into different things. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. We're not. Figure it out. Figure out a way to pivot. If you can't get plastic, then figure out another way. If you can't get jars, then figure out another way. If you can't find wax, then figure out another way. I'm pretty sure you're going to find some wax. Get it where you can. Okay, I'm sure you'll figure it out. When the pandemic came and everybody didn't know what they was going to do with their business, you know what I did? People need soap and they need sanitizer. Guess who made soap and sanitizer? Me. I'm going to pivot. Everything else might not be selling, but let me show up in the forefront and let you know right now, we got sanitizer. You can't find alcohol nowhere? I did. I got sanitizer. You need soap? Guess what? I got it. You don't want to walk around with your face all bumpy. I got it. You don't want to walk around with your face looking like a crater. I got oatmeal soap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to pivot. You got to pivot, because there's a hierarchy of why people buy and what they're going to buy. Even when times are hard, they're still going to get certain things. You just got to speak to those things. You just got to figure out how to speak to those things. Let me put that in the community. Let me put that Maslow's hierarchy. I'm gonna put that in the chat. I mean, not in the chat. I'm going to put that in the community so that you can see, because there are people that are going to do certain things. There are things that are going to be non-negotiables, no matter if there's, if they tighten up on their spending, there are things that they still are going to spend money on. Okay. Let me see. Tariffs haven't really affected us as of yet. There are ways to get around it all, is what I'm saying. I'm going to say. Period. I know that some of the suppliers are saying that they're going to add certain, they're going to add on to the cost of goods, and that's okay. That's okay. Pivot. Think outside the box. Getting ready for day 4 of my vendor event, and people love my candles. You better work that thing, Larry. You better work it. Congratulations, Larry. Yes, that's awesome, Larry. Yes. Stop letting the news. Yes. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you. Just like y'all was out here buying toilet paper like fools. Cut it out. Cut it out. Everybody running to the supermarket going to get toilet paper. For what? For what? You ain't got no other options than toilet paper? You got to be out of your mind, because what you doing with that? We already had that conversation, right? Tony says, stop letting the news have so much control on your emotions, and it's all hearsay, because what have you actually researched on your own? Okay, I'm done. Mic drop. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. I've been listening but couldn't type. Okay. Let me go find this plug, okay? First we were scared because it was new. Then we were scared because we don't believe in ourselves. Now it's the tariffs, baby. Just say that you don't want to be a business owner, and that's okay. Period. Period. Because if we have to, again, here I go, because I have so many things that I want to say about this. This is definitely an after-hour conversation. But don't you think that if needed, this place would figure it out? Do you think that they're going to let nothing be on the shelves? Do you think that business owners are willing to go out of business because of tariffs? And I'm talking about corporations. So stop letting that be a reason for you to get scared. Scared, get a dog. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking, but I'm serious. Business, okay, let me get this. Business ownership is a continuous pivot. Yes, strategy, marketing, etc. It's not a do one thing and that lasts forever. It's like a shower. It's only gonna last for so long. You brush your teeth every day, twice a day. It's only gonna last so long. You're gonna eat and they're gonna get dirty. You're gonna work out, you're gonna need a shower. Like, you still gotta do things. It's consistent work that has to be put in, period. It is not, it's not a, I'm gonna do, like Tony says, I'm gonna do this one thing and everything's gonna work fine and everything's gonna be smooth sailing. It's not. And even if it is smooth sailing, it's only gonna be for a period. And then it's gonna switch up on you. And guess what? You're going to have to pivot and figure it out, because it is gonna switch up on you. Get around people, get around the right people, get you a business coach, and let's go. Gave the same figure it out. Give the same figure it out. You giving that 9 to 5 on your brand, period. Let me see. Thank you. I'm at my local dispensary. Oh, so the ones now, the everyday customers are walking in, and all the store employees have purchased them because I offer employees discount. Oh, okay. Come on, employee discount. All right, y'all. So stop letting these things scare you off. Show up in your business, show up confidently in your business, pop your ish, ask for the sale, and still do the things. People are still working. People are still working. Look this way. People are still working. Okay. So, yes. So that's all I got for y'all today. I hope this was good. I hope that you are revitalized. I hope that you are not allowing fear to stop you. You got your own fear already. You don't need to pile the tariffs up on top of the fear that you already have from you not posting and not talking to your audience and not sending out emails and not selling your product. You got that fear already. You don't need to add this on there with that. Okay? That's all I got for y'all this morning. That's all I got for y'all. I hope that today was a good day for y'all. And I hope that you continue to have a great day. And if you're catching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay in the chat and let us know what you think about today's topic. And tomorrow, since y'all said that we should continue with content, we are going to continue with content tomorrow. So that is it. That is all. I will talk to y'all all later. Bye, y'all.